Hello, my name is Peter, and this is my presentation about constructivism in learning. Constructivism is a theory about how people learn. It shows that people construct their own understanding and knowledge of the world through experiencing things and reflecting on those experiences. There was really just one foundational theorist. Jean Piaget was a psychologist and a philosopher, and he's often considered the founder of constructivism. The curriculum in a constructivist classroom highlights big ideas and then expands into each element. The traditional view starts with the individual sections of a whole and puts the spotlight on basic skills. Constructivist classrooms value student interests and opinions and encourages questions and input from students. The traditional classrooms focus on individual student progress where the student receives knowledge from the teacher. In constructivism, the students are more active by working together in a social setting, while traditional classrooms tend to make students more passive through listening and working independently. In a traditional classroom, the teacher is more of an authority figure and leads the classroom in a lecture. And in a constructivist classroom, the teacher acts as a facilitator who plays more of a supportive role and allows interaction between the students. In a constructivist classroom, the process of learning is just as important as the end result. Student works, tests, and observations, and so on are all important in the assessment process. A traditional classroom focuses mostly on correct answers and testing. The PAR model of learning has three sections: present, apply, and review. Objectives are introduced during the first section. New ideas are presented to students supported with examples, and the teacher can check students' learning with discussion or a quiz. After the first section of the PAR model, the students can apply what they have just learned. This can be demonstrated through exercises, student presentation, group discussions, and so on. Effort, progress, and completion are encouraged, not just being correct. In the review section, the lesson is summarized with attention given to the key points. Questions should be asked to check for learning, and the importance and relevance of the work should be repeated. The PAR model and constructivism are similar in that the students are involved with the lesson and collaborate with each other. Students use problem-solving skills, and they make decisions during the learning process. The teacher encourages the input from students, and both the PAR model and constructivism support the process of learning just as much as the end result. For my scenario, I decided to go with the science topic, the states of matter. For my objectives, the students will be able to describe objects according to physical properties, including hardness, color, and flexibility, describe changes between states of matter, and they will also work in groups to identify the states of matter. During the present section of the PAR model, I will first show the class a short song with video about the states of matter, and this will sort of grab the students' attention. Then I will ask the class as a whole what they know about solids, liquids, and gases. Using this method, I can see what the class already knows about the states of matter and what they have learned just by watching the short video. At this point, I can fill in any information the class may have left out. For the apply section, I will break the students up into pairs. I will hand out a graphic organizer that the students will fill in together. It will include information such as if the state is rigid, has a fixed shape, has a fixed volume, and so on. It will also include a drawing portion where they will be asked to draw how tight the molecules are grouped. After they are finished with the graphic organizer, the students will remain in their pairs and walk around the room like a scavenger hunt, looking for objects they can categorize into one of the three states of matter. This allows the students a chance to move around and use their decision-making skills to determine what state objects are in the world around them. During both tasks, I can walk around and observe the students' progress and encourage them. And for the review section, I will start with a class activity I will write one of the states of matter on the board, and students will volunteer to add any information about that state of matter. After that, we will continue with the other two states of matter, and during this exercise I will put emphasis on key points. Next, I will make 3 columns on the board, one for each state of matter, and ask the class for some of the things they found around the room in their scavenger hunt. During this activity, I can explain how the states of matter can be important and relevant in their lives. Finally, I will hand out a short 5-question quiz as an exit slip to check their individual knowledge. I will assess student participation during all 3 phases of the PAR model. I will check the graphic organizers to see how much information the pairs of students were able to record, and I will check the scavenger hunt list they created. During the review portion, I will check understanding of the lesson through the class activity in the exit slip. Here are some links to resources I used during the creation of this presentation. Thank you.